Hey everyone, I'm your host Marcus Norman of Gentleman Style Podcast Show. And today, I'm excited. We have a very special guest coming to the Gentleman Style Podcast stage. We got another celebrity, y'all. This woman is killing it in the Atlanta market, but she's known internationally, domestically. She's well-traveled. She's an influencer, hairstylist, business mogul, and of course, a mother. And she is absolutely killing the game. She's changing the industry. You know her, Atlanta, stand up. This woman is a true powerhouse speaker, and we have the unique honor and the blessing to bring her to the Gentleman Style Podcast stage, where we will be talking about relationships, my favorite topic. You know it, I know it, you gotta love it. So stay tuned, stay with us. Here we go. Hey everyone, I'm your host Marcus Norman of Gentleman Style Podcast Show, and I got Miss Katrina T'Marie Curtis coming to the Gentleman Style Podcast stage, the queen of talk. This woman is absolutely phenomenal, and she's making a way for women and being empowered, and coming to the industry and coming to the stage and changing lives. And she is absolutely dynamic. And she's coming to the Gentleman Style Podcast stage here to give back and help us. We are not doing relationships well, right? Everybody's going this way, everybody going that way, and we're not coming together. So she's going to spill some tea on the show about how we can do this better. So without further ado, I can't hold this woman back any longer. This incredible woman. Please help me welcome to the stage the incredible Miss T'Marie.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Marcus. How are you?
How are you, Queen? You look incredible today.
Thank
you for being here.
Thank you. I was sitting back there listening to you. I was like, who is he talking about? I don't even know. Who is this person? I don't even know what it is.
You, talking about you, the queen herself. Thank you for blessing us on this stage today. And we're going to dive into relationships. We're going to talk about the tough questions about relationships. But first, you have a background. You're not only you smart, an influencer, intelligent, a business mogul, but you also have an education in business management and media production. So you have the brains and the beauty and the influence. You have it all. You're the whole package. But where did it start? I always want to ask that question. Where did it start? When did you first realize you have the gift?
Let me tell y'all, everybody, when I was younger, used to talk about how I talk so much. I think I've been talking, if you had asked my mom and the people I grew up in the church with, I've probably been talking since I was able to, 3 years old, right? I'm from a small town in Kentucky. It's called Hickman, Kentucky. Shout out to my hometown that gave me the full background and the support and the knowledge and the love to be able to just be me. But I started talking in church. I think I'm going to tell y'all this quick little story that everybody still tells till this day when I go home. So it was Easter, probably like 4 or 5 years old. All I was supposed to go up and say was everybody's first favorite speech. Happy Easter, everybody, right? That's all you were supposed to say. Well, I said it. Happy Easter, everybody. And everybody just stood up and gave me a round of applause. And after that, I would not leave. Everybody tells me I said Happy Easter, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I just went down through all the holidays. They really had to come and take me from in front of the church. And I think this is where I got my first love for talking and entertaining and making people happy and smile. And that's why I do it. I love to inform people, and I like to see people happy. And I hope that my presence and what I know and what I've learned can bring happiness to people. So that's exactly how I got started, really, talking in church too much.
Love it, love it, love it. The queen, that's how she got her start. And tell us, can you share tips on your talk show? You share tips in your salon, your team, your employees, your staff know you for pouring into their lives and pouring into each other's life. You've given not only locally but globally, right?
Yeah.
And so, what's an advice? What would be some advice? Because we just came out of a pandemic. What would be some advice you would give to that young girl out in the audience who's struggling? Her business, her back's against the wall, and she's really going through it right now. You got any tips there?
Yeah. So yeah, my tip would definitely be continue to do what you love, of course. If you love it, it's something that's in you, but also stay consistent. Consistency is the key to being able to achieve what you want to. If you keep knocking at a wall and keep knocking at a wall and keep knocking at a wall, eventually that wall is going to weaken and fall so you can break through. So consistency is the biggest key. I understand you can be frustrated. I understand when things are happening as fast as you want them to, and you not feel like you have that support that you need, and you just want to give up. If it's something that first you have talked to God about, right? You went in and you spoke to God, and He has, let you know that He has equipped you. That's the second thing, that you are equipped for the job. The one way you know that is God is that you're equipped. You have the talent, you have the patience, you have the knowledge, you have the know-how. And once you recognize that you are equipped for that, and you know that you're equipped for it, just go for it. Find your niche, find your audience, because you do have an audience, and get to it. Don't give up, because if God says yes, nobody can say no. So just remember, no matter how it may look, just keep pushing, keep going, keep grinding. I promise you, you'll get to where you're supposed to be.
I got nothing. I got nothing. You can't come behind that and say anything else. Thank you for that, Miss T'Marie. We're gonna swing into relationships.
Yes.
Right? And the hot button of the item, I'm gonna bring it up because you brought it up. I'm gonna bring it up because 50-50. Do you coach? Because you have a book on relationships as well.
Yeah.
You have several books. But you give back and pour into young women. Do you believe in 50-50 relationships? Should women endorse or believe in 50-50 relationships? What are your thoughts?
This is what I know. You can never have a 50-50 relationship. That doesn't even exist. There's no way that you're actually going half on anything. Someone is stronger in one part than the other, right? And so where I feel like it's a discussion, about who's going to do what, for me, right? For me, I would not advise any woman to go into a relationship where it's a half and half. At least when it comes to finances. And I know it's not popular. I know people are going to be like, what? Why would you say that? What if y'all need to team up? Okay, I get that. I understand teaming up. I understand, having somebody being stronger in one part than the other. But here's the thing about the 50-50 when it comes to relationships. It's never truly 50-50. And this is why. Oftentimes there are roles in houses, in the home, or whatever. More than often, if you're doing 50-50 on the finances, that means you're working. Then you're also responsible or can be expected to come home and take care of the house, take care of the kids, take care of the laundry, take care of everything that the household needs, take care of the doctor's appointments, make sure everybody has what they need, including your partner, your husband, your spouse. You're normally over all of that. And so when you have to work and have to give all of that and then come home and do all that, there's no way that is a 50-50 deal. Now, it's different for every household. So I always say that's a conversation and an explanation between the two partners. But there's never a 50-50. There never will be a 50-50. 50-50 just does not exist. So what you have to do is make sure you do what's best for your household. So the 50-50 question, the 50-50 thing, it's really a non-question almost, because it just doesn't really happen. It doesn't exist for real, and we continue to act like it does, but it's not going to happen. So it's a discussion, yes, But for me, it's a no-go.
So you're saying no go, not that's a is that a deal breaker when it comes to relationship? It can be for you.
The only way, and I'm telling you, it's pretty much a deal breaker, but I'll do this disclaimer, okay? The only way I'm doing 50-50, and I'm not, but the only way I'm doing 50-50 is if my partner is doing the same 50 that I'm doing. And that means there's laundry to be done, there's dishes to be done, there's, all that needs to be done. We are splitting it. When the kids have to go where they need to go or whatever has to be done, the doctor appointments are set up, the finances, the banking, and all of that we've done it straight down the middle. Otherwise, that's not going to work for me. But I will say that it is not the same for everybody. It's truly a discussion, honestly.
For sure. Big facts.
Yeah.
I think we're hovering around it, so I want to go in. So you mentioned that there are certain expectations in relationship. Everybody has them, and nothing's wrong with that, right?
Yes.
We all have our own expectations of what we are looking for in a partner. Who should pay for the date or the dinner?
Oh, listen. He should pay for the initial date, and let me explain why I say that.
Initial date. Keyword initial date, y'all.
Initial date, right? I do believe that he should pay for the initial date. And I say that and I explain it for this reason. If he's asked you out, then he should be expecting to pay for the date, which means he asked you out and he is set up and ready to take care of whatever needs to happen on that date. When we start doing all this sharing or whatever, here's my problem. All right, men want to be the leaders. Okay, we know women are, leaders too. And men want to be the head of households, which they should. I totally agree that they should be the head of household, and then we're their support system. Doesn't mean that our opinion doesn't matter. Doesn't mean that our ideas are mute. It just means that at the end of the day, that his decision is made based on the best for the whole household. But if he is the head of the household, then he should also be the leader in all things. Show me that you're the leader. Show the woman that you're the leader by making the first step, by using what you need to do to show her that, hey, I got you. If I want to take you out, if I want to make you a partner, let me show you that I'm capable of taking you out, of covering you, of protecting you, of showing you that I got your back. And if you're asking me out on a date and then turn around talking about that, oh, you want me to pay for the date or we're going Dutch, that's letting me know I can't expect you to really cover me, right? When things get in the long run, you're going to be expecting me to come along and take care of things, financially and in other ways, because you need me to, or you expect me. I ain't gonna say need me to. You expect me to take care of certain things because that's how you've got it set up. So if you're asking me on a date and then turn around and say, oh, but we're going Dutch, I ain't going. First, I'm not going. And if I show up and find out we're going Dutch at the end of the check, you can best believe I'm going to have money to pay for mine. And I advise women to always have their own money to pay for theirs. But I tell you this, it will not be a second date. So we could just leave and just throw up the deuces. And I'm going to see you later.
The reason why I ask is I've seen there's a huge rising movement on TikTok and social media where it's like women are going on dates with guys and the woman doesn't walk with her purse, she doesn't walk with her wallet, and then the guy is like eating in front of her and she's just kind of like, you're not going to pay for me? He's like, why you didn't bring your wallet? Why you didn't do that? And it was so that's a huge thing. So that says something about
the guy. That lets you know, right, what type of person you're dealing with. You're not dealing with a person who's going to cover you. A person who's going to cover you would never let you sit there and not have, right? And when you're dating, that's what you're looking to see. What type of person this is. Do I want to get to know you more? And if he's willing to look at me and eat and I'm not eating because I didn't bring my purse because you felt away, that's an initial sign that that's not somebody you want to deal with.
I feel you. Mic drop. Miss TMarie, y'all. I told y'all.
We ain't doing that.
She ain't having it. She ain't dealing with it. And she's
Mm-mm.
also here to give you guys and educate the ladies and teach you how. So I want to touch on the book, right?
Mhm.
No More Boyfriends. What inspired this book? What can readers expect? What is this book all about? Because this is all the rage.
Okay. Well, No More Boyfriends was actually, it started off as a journal to myself in a failed relationship. I had dated this person for a long time. And well, we had, I'd say like a year and a half, 2 years, we'd gone out and hung out, and we started dating. We were in a serious relationship. And of course, the relationship did not go into marriage. And I thought, okay, here I was thinking I'm doing everything. The person's at my house, he's living at my house. I'm cooking, I'm cleaning. And I know that's the first thing we equate to, wifely quote unquote duties. I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, but not only am I cooking and cleaning, I'm also sharing my resources. I'm helping him get things. I'm sharing ideas. I'm helping him bring some of his dreams to fruition. And so I'm doing things for this person as if he's my husband. Everybody does not deserve your resources, your time, your energy. I'm watching your children. I'm taking care of your kids like they're my kids, but yet you're not my husband. So here I've given all these things to you that you did not deserve. I put you in a certain space because of how I felt about you in my heart. And we as women tend to make boyfriends, quote unquote, our husbands in our heart. And what we do, we start taking care of them in that manner, because for women, whatever is ours, we're going to nurture and we're going to take care of. So I thought about the failed relationship, and I thought, wow, I did all these things, but we did not end in marriage. It did not end the way that I thought it should end, or the way I wanted it to end. And then I realized I'm not doing boyfriends, because what boyfriend became was a placeholder. It was a title that I was giving men holding them in place of expectation of them becoming my husband. And so if I kept you at a certain title, like you're my friend, I care about you. I might even love you. I might have, some more, I might feel deeply for you, but I'm not putting a title on you, because anytime we title something, we give it position in our minds, heart, and our spirit. So I was like, I'm not doing no more boyfriends. And I promise you, I have not had a boyfriend since that very day. I have not had a boyfriend. Anybody I've been involved with has been a friend. And so with my last relationship, he knew it was like, that's how I felt about it. And he actually was like, I'm not even taking a chance with you. And we got engaged. Unfortunately, he passed away last year, but he actually knew, like, that was my buddy, that was my friend. We got engaged. He's like, I already know how you feel. I'm not playing with you. You're not gonna be around here calling me your friend. No, I'm not doing that. And he actually put a ring on it. So I wasn't playing, and I meant that thing.
I'm so sorry for the loss of your best friend, is what it sounds like.
And,
But I guess the book can be kind of viewed as a homage to what you're teaching young women, to not keep any boyfriends and to advocate for them and say, listen, you got to make it known. You got to make it plain, right?
Yeah.
Because when I saw that, when I read that in the book, I was like, what in the world? I was like, okay, it's a step up, right? It's a step up. It's an encouragement to kind of not get, because you talk about this on your show. You did a unique interview with a young lady. And you talk about this, and you actually, and that's what you do on your show. You educate while we discuss.
Right.
And so that's super powerful. Where can people get the book? Where can ladies get the book today?
You can actually, it's about to be re-released along with another book that's coming, but you can find it on Amazon too. It'll be a re-release. It has been edited since it was written in 2019, right before the pandemic. So it's been edited to add some good new juicy stuff. So you'll be able to actually, some more tips I've learned. I got some more stuff for y'all that I needed to add to the book, but it's very good. What I love about the book is that it is instructional. And that's what I want. I want this to be a guide for you to take out every now and then and go back and be like, oh yeah, this right. TMarie said, okay. You know what I'm saying? It's a book for you can read over and over again. You can't get tired because it's like a cookbook. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. It's a cookbook to get you to marriage. How about that?
I was just about to say. I was just about to say it's like one of those books that you have, but you tack up the pages so you can always refer to it later on. Like, oh, on chapter 12, this is what I do. So she did updates, y'all. She got the tips on the COVID boyfriend. So no more COVID boyfriends. That's what we're doing in this day and age. We have one quick commercial break. You guys don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Speaking of bills, we got to pay them.
If you're looking for a reliable, professional trucking and logistics service, you've come to the right place. Musa Trucking is a veteran-owned and operated premier transportation provider that can help with all of your trucking and logistics needs. Musa is revolutionizing the trucking industry through strategic partnerships, the development of core personnel, and the use of cutting-edge technology. Our inventory system ensures that cargo ends up divided into the right trucks and reaching the correct destination. Our drivers are dedicated to transporting goods efficiently and safely. Contact us today to get started by visiting the website on the screen or by calling 757-756-5246.
We are back to the Gentleman Style Podcast Show, and we have the incredible, amazing, super fragilistic, espialidocious Miss TMarie.
One of my favorite words.
The legend herself, and she's on the Gentleman Style Podcast Show, spilling the tea. She's a mentor, influencer, hairstylist. She's doing it all. Entrepreneur, business mogul, talk show host, media extraordinaire, and she is known internationally and globally. We have a clip we want to sit, just so you all, if you all do not know this woman, but she has her talk show. On her talk show, this is one leg of the many branches she juggles. But on her talk show, she helps encourage and inspire young women and give them tips. And you can tune into her radio show and connect with her there and deal with her life. Watch this short clip, y'all.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, TMarie, and you are listening to ATL Talks Radio. We are Atlanta's newest talk and informative radio station. It's your girl, TMarie, and you're listening to The Conversation, Authentically Speaking with TMarie. And we have our amazing, beautiful, awesome guest. I love this lady. She has been in my life for a little bit. Welcome to the show, everybody. Talking with Tammy. Woo! Hi, Tammy.
Hey, boo.
How are you?
I'm great.
Good. I'm so glad you made it here with me. I appreciate you coming.
Hey guys, so I am Tammy Reed, talkingwithtammy.com. It was so funny how I started into what I'm doing today. Now I cover a lot of different things, or I send people out to cover, get stuff, things for me, and I travel a whole lot. And it's just, I've been busy and blessed.
And I don't care what you think you've done on your own. When you lose that one piece, it can pull everything apart. Like they don't understand the role that you play when you're playing that role. So it could be bananas.
I want to start a nonprofit to help women that's transitioning out of a divorce that don't, I was a housewife and to nothing, and I had to downsize. Like, I really am thinking about that. That's in the back of my mind. But I would say, have a backup plan, have a stash, work on you. Talk to someone. It's always, it's not nothing wrong with getting counseling. To your friends, talk to friends that won't tell your business. Be selective. And just work on you, and don't try to get somebody on the rebound real quick, because some people get under somebody else so you can forget about that person. Now, I don't believe in that. But
it's your girl, TMarie. Thank you for tuning in to ATL Talks and The Conversation, Authentically Speaking with TMarie. I'll see you guys next Sunday. Bye.
Bye-bye.
You were pulling clips on me, okay?
That's our guest today, our special guest today. She is helping women change their life. You heard it live, y'all. She's changing, influencing, and encouraging our women, because that's what they need. That's what we need. We all need this. When I watched that episode, I was like, how do you balance all of it on that episode, that clip? You were listening, right, to her, but you were also counseling her. You were advising her, because both of you juggle so many hats. How do you teach women to juggle being a mom, going to work, doing the laundry without, and you don't have a partner necessarily, right?
Right.
Until you get that ring, you're single. So how do you juggle all of that?
Prioritize. Okay, you have to prioritize. And what prioritizing does is see what's important, what needs to be first, what has or needs your most attention. When you prioritize, you can create a list. And then when you create that list, you check off according to that list. And here's the thing, if you don't get everything done, it's not a failing moment and you're not a failure. You have some more time, the next 24 hours, God, as long as God gives you another 24 hours, you have time. And if you don't, that means you was finished anyway. You know what I'm saying? But just prioritize what's important, right? If as a single mother, your children are important. I have had jobs that have taken me away from my child, and I had to figure out what was more important. I know money and time. Right? I had to have money to take care of my kids, but I had to have time for my children. And it's hard. The hardest thing about it is not neglecting your children. So the second thing after prioritizing is a tribe. You have to have support, and you have to be okay with asking somebody to help you. And I am guilty of not asking because I feel like I am bothering people, and I don't want to be a bother. But if you are bothering somebody or feel that way, two things are happening there. You have too much pride, one, or you have the wrong tribe. Right? So you have to understand pride comes before the fall. It says in the word all day, every day. So that means if you have too much pride to ask someone to help you, then you can expect yourself to fail. If you don't have the right tribe, that means you need to renegotiate your circle, because you have to have people to help you. We were never meant to be put here on this earth to do life alone. And so because God knows what you need, he's also going to provide those people who are there. You just have to be aware of who they are and who they are not.
I love that. Something I'm hearing consistently, and you're nailing it. You're spot on. I love this interview. You are nailing it spot on. I hear consistently you're saying community. Surround yourself around, prioritize, right? That's my responsibility. That's our responsibility. Yes. But surround yourself with people that keep you going, that motivate you. So, all the naysayers, the people that are gonna tear you down, get rid of them. That's what I'm hearing. Am I way off here?
No, you're absolutely on point. Community is so important. The people around you are so important. That's your environment. Community is your safe space. The people around you are the people you need in order to continue to move on. You don't have enough in you. I know we think we do. I know we feel like we can do it all by ourselves. I know we worn a cape so long that we feel like we're Superman and Superwoman, that we don't have to ask anybody. But that's because sometimes life makes you feel as if, again, you don't need anyone and you can do it all by yourself. And that's why I hate to hear this whole speech with women. I don't need a man. And man saying, I don't need a woman. We need each other. We were built to complement each other, not only as man and woman, but as people and community, as families. So if we don't have that, we are, yes, you can do it, but it's going to be a strain on you. It's going to be a mental strain, a physical strain, a financial strain, and it's an unnecessary strain. You just don't need it. So find your community of people. There is somebody who wants to help you. There's somebody who wants to see you win, and they are willing to do whatever it takes to do that for you. If you don't have those people around you, that's not your tribe. You need to, start over, do it again. That's not your tribe.
So true. So true. And that's so true. Thank you for saying those words. I couldn't have said any better than that. And we need to hear that. We need to hear that hard truth. And sometimes, y'all, your tribe doesn't necessarily always mean your family. Family can be just as vindictive as anybody else. So be prepared to cut them off too. So that's huge, Miss Marie. In that short clip where you was having the conversation, she said, have a backup plan in marriage. What is your preference, or what do you educate women on? Do you recommend having a backup plan? Do you recommend prenups? What are your thoughts around a backup plan in relationships, in marriage?
You definitely have to have a backup plan. I am the example of when I got divorced, because I was married once and I didn't have a backup plan. I had backup action, but I didn't have a backup plan. And then Shaq's wife, Shawnee, who had a backup plan, okay? She was stacking and putting in, not in lieu of divorce, but just in survival mode. And because we may have the best intentions, and yes, we may have done the best research, and yes, this person was amazing when we connected with them and it was everything we needed. It may not be a breakup. It could be a loss. My fiance, again, he passed away. It could be something mentally that happens and this person is no longer in their right mind. It could be somebody is, they have an injury and can no longer bring anything to the table. You must be stacking for a rainy day the same way you would do your savings. You should be putting something away just for a rainy day, just for something may happen, just for divorce, anything. You should always have something to fall back on. My first marriage, I had a skill, but I wasn't stacking because I was finally excited about having somebody take care of me and do everything for me. And I no longer had to be in that position, right? And so I felt free enough to just give that away. I would never advise that ever again, because you just don't know what happens, right? Because they can love you one moment and next moment they could care less. It's just the nature of people. You never know. And so thank God I had family and friends and a skill to fall back on, but it was definitely a much harder comeback because I did not stack. So I never let myself get in that position again. I won't ever let myself get in that position again, because not because I don't trust my partner or I don't trust my partner to do what they're supposed to do, but just in case I don't make it home tonight or somebody don't make it home tonight or whatever it may happen, I'm solid in case that thing happens to take place.
So can you help me out? This is for me, y'all. I'm being selfish right now. This is for me. Can you expound a little bit more on that? When you say you gave everything, like you didn't have a backup plan, that was because you trusted your partner to be there and always be there. Yep. And so whatever you had, you would just give back and do for others. Can you expound on that so I can understand?
Yeah. So absolutely. When I met my first husband, when I met him, I owned a salon. I owned a salon at that time. I had been taking care. I had so many things going on. I was doing Bond Brothers shows. I was doing everything, right? But I was still in that space of, I'm tired of doing everything by myself. I can't wait to get somebody who's going to come and take care of me. And lo and behold, here comes this amazing man who I was like, oh my gosh, he just came out of nowhere. And then I really believed that too, because I was fasting at the time that he came. I was fasting at the time that he came, and I was just blowing him off or whatever. And he was so consistent and persistent. I was just like, okay, well, maybe this is something I could work with. And as time went on, he was really just showering me and taking care of me and giving me everything. And I was like, you know what? Oh my God, I can finally do whatever. So I actually, because he wanted the housewife situation, no problem, I sold my salon. And I sold my salon and I came home to be this amazing housewife. I sold my salon to come home to be this amazing housewife. He set me up a salon in our home so I could still do hair if I wanted to or whatever. So it was great while it was great, right? But when it wasn't great and it was time to separate, that was it. Like I had to find somewhere else to do, we were getting divorced. We had to sell the house. I had to move. I had to pull up everything, and he paid all the bills. And, I made sure the kids and everything was okay with the money that I made, but I wasn't working the same way I was when I had the salon. I was just working as is because he was making well over six figures. So it was good. It was good. It felt good. But I wasn't realizing that this wasn't forever. In my mind and heart, when I married, it was forever. And I really fantasized that he felt the same way and this was forever. And when I realized that it wasn't forever, it was too late. I still was like, okay, that was the lesson. And that's when I found out that you have to balance your head and your heart. There is a balance, and you have to make sure that you recognize that there is a balance.
So I'm taking notes on this.
Okay.
I'm taking notes on this show, y'all. Y'all see me with my pen and pad, right? So, Miss Curtis, I gotta ask.
Yes.
Man, that was a lot more than what I expected. Would you, if a man pays all the bills, what is a woman's money used for? If all expenses are paid by the man, what is a woman? I'm taking notes. What is a woman supposed to do with her money? What is she
right?
Use it for?
So yeah, it kind of depends. The woman's money is to, honestly, as a family, in the family realm, that woman's money is to stack. Honestly, it's to stack. It's not just for her to go blow and do as she will. It's for her to stack. It's for her to save. If her husband is taking care of everything, right, then it would be irresponsible for her just to take the money and just go blow it. Because guess what? If her husband gets injured, what if something happens? You have to be like, you know what? I'm able to make money and stack it and put it over here. Yes, you can buy some of the things you want to. Of course, you're supposed to enjoy your money. And I'm sure he's not going to be like, don't buy nothing, because I don't think a man who's doing that is expecting that. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm just using logic.
You're right.
I'm just using logic here. But because a man who's going to do that normally is making sure that you're good. So at the end of the day, what you should do as a responsible partner is stack the money. You should stack it.
Stack the bread.
Stack the bread.
Absolutely.
Yes, you can enjoy it, but stack the bread. Pay for a vacation. And also, I'm telling you, if he's doing that, buy him something. Do some special stuff for him with the money. Make sure that, you let him know how much you appreciate that he's out here going hard, so that you can have a life of not just luxury, but just pause. Just making sure that everything is good. Like, baby, you know what? I went out and I got you this watch. Or I paid for you for a boys trip to do whatever. Or whatever it is that you know is special to him, do that for him. Because this is the one thing women forget. When you pour into your man, he pours out more to you, especially because it seems to be quote unquote so rare. But when he's appreciated,
can you say that again for the people in the back row? I don't think the people in the back row heard.
When you pour into your man, and listen, when I'm saying all this stuff, these are good-hearted people. I'm not talking about raggedy men and raggedy women. We're talking about people who are good-hearted, good-natured, moral standards, character type of people. When you pour into your man, right? If he's done all that for you, when you pour into him, he pours out more to you. His thing is to be appreciated, respected, and trusted, right? So when you give him those things, he's always going to be able to give whatever you need back to you. So if you're stacking and he's allowing you to chill, surprise that man with a gift, with something, whatever you know he loves, give that for him. And I promise you, he'll pour more in your cup and more in your cup. Yeah.
I feel like we've been saying this for years. It's just it had to come from you, because other people saying it. I mean, you're like the Oprah of talk, so it's like you had to say it. Ladies, listen here. If you missed that, we are on iHeartRadio, Spotify, iTunes, Ghana Radio. If you missed what she just said, go back, hit the replay, pause, take a walk, and come back and listen to what she just said.
Right.
Because a lot of women are missing that, right? And for my men, tune into that. If you're looking for, not every woman is a gold digger. I need that to die off, right? Not every woman is looking for a gold digger. Women are looking for reciprocity. They're looking for energy. They're looking for like minds. So that's powerful.
Yeah.
Your book. I'm gonna ask you, how long should you wait for the ring? Before pop the question. Because I'm meeting people, they've been dating for like 11 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. We still dating. How long? I need this myth debunked. How long should you wait for the ring?
If somebody's taking their time to give you a ring, that's because they're getting all the benefits without it. And so there's no rush for them to give you a ring. Most men know within 6 months how they feeling about you, and definitely within that year. So if he hasn't decided within a year and a half to give you a ring, you're probably not the one, or he's probably not ready. So now what's going to happen is you're waiting until he gets ready. You're on his prep time. And meanwhile, you're not getting what you should be getting, but you are giving more than you should be giving, because he would not keep you around if he wasn't getting the things that he needed. So my suggestion is definitely nothing over a year and a half, me personally. But I can promise you in 6 months, that man is already like, you know what? I've done enough vetting or whatever to know that this is the one. And listen, let me tell you something. Just because he's still there 2 or 3 years later doesn't mean he won't leave. And we're talking about prior to marriage, because he can just be sitting and waiting till the best opportunity or the next opportunity is there, because men will stay. Some men, especially if a man who isn't wanting to be with you, they'll be like, well, why don't he leave? Why would he leave when he can still get everything he needs until he find what he wants? Listen to me now. So don't let somebody keep benefiting off of your love, your resources, your talent, your nurturing, all the things that you have to offer to that relationship. Don't let them keep doing that, because a man that wants something, a man that's ready for that thing, is going to know that he wants that thing within 6 months. And you're going to know within a year and a half that you're that thing. If not, baby, pull up your stuff and keep moving. Just keep it going.
There you go. Miss TMarie, you do so much. I want to touch on your biggest, I think, this, because you see it. You're a giver. You're naturally a giver. You're naturally big-hearted, and you do so much for the people around you, families and friends, and, again, globally and locally. What's next for you? What is you have coming down the pipeline for that people don't know about that's coming soon? Are you able to share anything on that?
Listen, I don't know when this is supposed to air, but I do have some great things coming. I'm not sure if you all know, but I am a dating coach. I have a program that's we're creating called Date Great, where I'm teaching you how to date. It is the do's and the don'ts to getting to where you want to get to in an amazing relationship. And there are some actual do's and don'ts. We keep thinking that it's all about our heart and feelings, and baby, it is absolutely not that. So I won't keep that too long, but we have that coming. We have this awesome, I don't know if I'm supposed to say it or not, but because we're going to be announcing it, but we have something that's coming that is going to benefit people who are getting back in the game, who have actually kind of given up on relationships because they feel like there's just nothing left out there. There's nobody. There's no good men. There's no good women. The dating pool is pissy. We hear that all the time. So we have something coming for that group of people to give them some hope that, hey, you know what? Maybe I can get back in the dating game successfully and get me an amazing partner. And then we also have single meetups that we're putting together that's going to start in August, should be starting in August, where our meetups will be the must be for singles. If you want to meet men of quality, meet women of quality, then our meetups will be the place that you want to be. So just keep it locked. We have amazing things coming up. And then I have another book that will launch in August sometime, called Not Just a Piece of Paper. So you'll want to know more about that as well.
How can people connect? How can people stay connected to you and all the different things you have in store, all the things you've done, but all the things you have coming? How can people find you?
Well, you can find me on my Instagram is Katrina T'Marie Curtis. Facebook is on my Instagram is Katrina T'Marie. On my Facebook is Katrina T'Marie Curtis. You can go to the website, which is the dating website, which, I do coaching, I do dating, I actually do matchmaking, and you can go to KatrinaMarie.net for that. Yes, KatrinaMarie.net. And I know I didn't mention my wine, that I have a wine line. Okay. So you also, if you're looking for good wine to taste, when I say it's good, I'm not just saying it because it's mine. I'm saying it because it is good wine. It's called Tasty Wines. We have a Moscato, which is my baby, which She was the first to come out. Then we have a Merlot blend that's Tasty Red. And then we have our newest to the group. It's called Tasty Blush. It is a Pinot. It is amazing. These are great date night drinks. Not, if you want to date, but they're also great conversation drinks. Whenever you want to wind down too and just relax, you could have a glass of Tasty and just take it on in. And then if you want to have a group gathering, what better way to have a conversation but over a glass of wine now? Glass of wine is everything. So you can also use it for that. So Tasty Wines, go ahead and order it. I have a special. Matter of fact, I'm going to create a special just for you guys that are listening. So the code is going to be Marcus, Marcus, and I will give you 35% off. And I don't be giving away my stuff now. 35% off. The code is going to be Marcus. And if you order that and you order over $50, then you'll also get free shipping. Okay. So we're going to Marcus with 35% off for people who are watching. Go to Tasty Wines and put in Marcus, and I got you.
Love it. Love it. I love wines. I love you all.
Wine is good, Herty.
It does. It is a true icebreaker, conversation piece.
Yes.
It's everything in between, beginning and to end. So check that out, y'all. Get on that website, tastytwines.com. For my audio listeners, that's taste, T-E-E, wines.com. And if you can't find it, reach out to me and I will get you the link so we can get you your 35% off. Ooh, that's a big discount.
Yeah.
You have shared so many nuggets this episode. Is there any final nuggets you have in the hat? Anything left you want to say to that young girl in the audience who's just inspired and just wants to change the world like you have? Because you are doing it. The train has left the station, but it's not too late to make a change and make a difference in the world.
Yeah. I think for young people, what I would say is social media is not your guide. It is a facade. It is not the truth. No matter what you're seeing, no matter what they're showing you, it is a facade. Please do not live your life, judge your life, measure your life, measure where you are in life based off what you're seeing on social media. That's especially to my young people, because they see so much, they stay on social media so much that it's become their measuring stick for where they are in life. And it's absolutely not, you guys. The people that look like they have it going on oftentimes do not. The people you think got money and power influence often do not. They are struggling, trying to pay their bills, trying to do this, trying to do that. They want love and attention the same way you do. So they're human, just like you. There's nothing superhuman about them, and they are no more special than you. Okay. So I want you to understand, social media is not your guide to your lifestyle. That's what I would say to young people. Absolutely.
Love that. Thank you. And with that, y'all, I'm not even going to follow up with that. Thank you all for tuning in today. I hope this message has blessed you. Miss TMarie, I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for giving back in this way, and keep doing what you're doing. We need what you're doing. We need you.
Thank you. And I appreciate you having me. Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And thank you all for tuning into the Gentleman Style Podcast Show. We got to let her go. She has a world to dominate. She got more things to do. This is a mogul. She's busy. But I want to thank you all for tuning in. I hope this message was powerful. I hope it was impactful. And I hope it helps you take your business, your family, your relationship to the next level. Like I always end every show, take care of your friends, take care of your family, and always, always take care of business. This is Marcus, your favorite gentleman, and Katrina T'Marie Curtis, changing lives. Love you guys. Bye.